Hi, welcome back to 17 square meters garden. Hope that you're doing well. In today's video I want to share with you winter balcony garden maintenance. Maybe it's not the most exciting video to post, but I think it's still useful, especially for beginner gardeners, to see what other people do on their balconies or in their gardens, how the gardens are changing throughout the seasons, and what are some of the seasonal tasks to do in the garden, because maybe I will do something today that you didn't think of or that you forgot about, so it will be kind of a good reminder for you to go out on your balcony or in your garden and to tackle some of those things. Today it is really windy, so I will probably narrate the video because, you know, I'm an amateur YouTuber, I don't have professional equipment. So I can't record in the outside because then there's wind hitting the camera constantly and you can't hear what I'm saying. So let's go.
I'm really sorry for my voice, but between the time I recorded this video and the time I edited it, I actually got sick, so please bear with me. I have a lot of evergreen plants like this Tiarella cordifolia that still need maintenance even in winter. It's technically a perennial, but it keeps foliage that blooms nearly year-round for me. So I cut off spent blooms and dead foliage. Some people ask how I keep the floor of my balcony so clean without using saucers. Well, that's how. I go down on my knees and I sweep it often. I usually don't prune ornamental grasses at this time of year, but this Festuca glauca, blue fescue grass, had a lot of dried out foliage, so I just cut it all out. I inspect the pots underneath because I have a lot of slugs on the balcony and that's where they like to hide. I even found some mushrooms growing in one pot. In these empty pots I have hostas that are dormant at the moment. The most important rule when it comes to pruning plants is you always want to cut off dead, diseased and damaged parts of plant. And that's what I do with this hooker encore. I cut off old and large leaves to promote fresh, young growth. As you see, I often put pots on top of pots to gain height and dimension on the balcony. Doesn't this Carex flagellifloria look so pretty next to this pink heuchera? I really like this combo. I find a lot of earthworms that I put back in pots. This oriental lily kept its foliage green all the way until winter, so that's why I cut it back just now. I also deadhead my chrysanthemums that I keep from year to year as perennials. You are supposed to cut them back to the ground level once they are done blooming, but I only deadhead them and cut them back in spring because there's not a lot of going on in the garden at the moment, so I want to have at least their green foliage to look at. Sweeping the floor is actually really important. All that dead plant material can harbor pests and diseases. I actually dealt with mildew in fall, so it's crucial to remove all the affected foliage because that's where the disease overwinters. I'm giving some light haircut to my pansies. These are the ones that I planted early fall and they look a bit tired and leggy at the moment, so hopefully by pruning them I will rejuvenate them a little and they will flower better in spring. I recently repotted my acers, because when they are dormant it's a good moment to do it. Because the pot is rather large, I wanted to place some stones on top so that we don't see the bare soil. This cultivar is called garnet and it has beautiful red foliage. The white color of stones will probably fade with time and will look more natural. In this part of my balcony I keep mostly pots with spring bulbs and dormant perennials, so I'm not gonna do much right now because I will rearrange the pots once the bulbs start to bloom. Just a few more tasks. I grew Alpine Strawberries and I've been neglecting them recently, so I have to cut out a bunch of dead foliage. I have a few pots with red and yellow varieties, and if you look close you will see that there are still some flowers and some berries on them even though it's freezing cold. Okay, the last thing is watering. I have uploaded a video recently where I try to explain the importance of winter watering and how to do it properly, so I'll link the video in description if you still haven't seen it. I hope that you enjoyed this little maintenance day with me. I hope it motivated you to check up on your plants. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!